Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Pone, and we have the RPD up to bat, guys. I love this Nuke with Every Gun show. It's really fun for me. Might not be the most challenging thing in the world, but as you guys can tell, we're progressing, and it's getting more and more hard. And, yeah, you know what I mean by that, right? Cool, nice. Who left their bike on the floor? That shit got beat up. It's like fucking... That's retarded, man. Is it wrong that I just pictured, like, E.T. bailing out of that ghost riding and let the little kid fall to the ground? This is where he must have landed. That's just my thoughts and theories on it. But I'm using the RPD. We're getting it down on Wasteland. A lot of people like different attachments on this. It's even decent to go ahead and bling it out and put like red dot and something along the lines of that on there. But, you know, I do rush a little bit here at the start taking it over, pick up a few kills with it, and then I start being a little bit more patient, and then I have to clutch out a couple kills. So it's a relatively quick nuke. It took about 4 or 5 minutes or so. I mean, obviously it wasn't the fastest thing in the world, but for a map like this where I could easily just get sniped out of nowhere, and it's really difficult without an actual, you know, like, zoom on a gun. It's really difficult for me. So I do my best to actually maintain this, and my whole paranoia was worrying about C flag, because every time I noticed it, my guys were right behind me or over there by A, and I was always paranoid to get shot from over there. But, you know, I actually enjoy this, and I hope you guys enjoy these small ones. I mean, I'm quite sure that all of you deal with small ones, you know what I'm saying? But and they're like, Pone, it's not small. My mom said it was okay, and my sister said it was average. Just don't judge me, okay? So I really like using this gun. The RPD is very underrated. It is, in my personal opinion, the best LMG in the game. In between power, you know, everything involved, it is like the lethal gun to deal with. Even though it looks a lot bulkier than I'd expect it to. It's actually a pretty strong gun. I used to use this gun all the time in a game called America's Army. It was a PC game, and I'd rock it out all the time. The enemies would drop it, and I'd use it, and it was like the gun I would use for accuracy, and it was always difficult. Whereas in this game, it's probably the best LMG in my personal opinion, and I encourage you guys to try it out. If you're going for heavy nukes, you need to suppress the fire. You know, this is the gun to go to. I'm not saying the other ones aren't bad. It's like actually a little bit different. You know, like I can go in the assault rifles and be like, well, this gun's not the best. These I would choose over that. It's not like I'd really honestly say this one's better than any of the other ones. I just prefer it because when it comes down to recoil and the damage in between each shot, it's literally like 1 or 2 bullets. And then with the recoil and the fast shooting, you know, like the M240, something like that, it can get a little bit goofy. Whereas this one's just precision. It's like you get the shot in, you're getting the kill. It's not good to, you know, lose to anything. I mean, even Painkiller just crumbles before it. And I don't know. I've always had a little bit of difficulty with some of the other LMGs, but I ran through these quite easy, and I really do like using the RPD. I even like it with the red dot sight on it, something like that. And, you know, many games, this game is really common. This gun is really common, and I've always favored it in almost any game I've ever played it on. And now this is where the moment where I'm getting scared. I know that B is a little bit difficult to hold. I know they could flank around A. Highly unlikely. They can come from the middle. I can get noob-tubed. Or odds are they're going to snipe me from C side. And I notice my guys keep coming up here and plummeting into the hole. And, like typical little men. And, and I'm just keeping my eye on C because I know what they're doing and I'm paranoid. And I'm afraid that they're going to get sniped. And I know, just my luck. It's my luck. There could be a fucking quad lined up for the guy to snipe. And I'd be the one to die. No matter how it is, that's always how it happens. So I'm keeping distance and cover to my advantage. I'm so close. I know I'm only a couple kills off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my patience, and I'm going to fucking run around inside of puddles. Apparently that's a hobby too. Whenever I'm nervous, I like to bathe in like, forest water. It's a cool thing. And, that's what it is, guys. Is I've managed to come through here. I managed to get a couple kills, and I try my best to hold it down. And now I'm getting a little bit nervous. My guys died. They're having to respawn. I know they're in there. I know there's one coming around. I'm watching the UAV, and this is where I'm like, I'm afraid to stand up, guys. You gotta crawl before you walk, and you gotta stay on the ground or you get shot. And, I was all so paranoid to do it. And then I noticed they stopped over there, and the crowd just piled up in here, and I just started tearing buttholes apart. And I just said, fuck it. Call it in. It's over. I am tired of Wasteland. Wasteland is one of the easiest maps to get it on. So, I hope you enjoyed the commentary. Post up your video responses, guys. Do me a favor and like it. That's a nice kill cam right there, guys. That's pretty badass, honestly. I had to pause, you know, look at that. Oh. So let me know what you guys think about it. Send in your video responses. Get it.